hello there. If you watched yesterday's vlog, same outfit as yesterday. I prepared for the cold. I don't think it'll be as cold here as it was yesterday in the sorry, I lost my voice a little bit. As it was yesterday in the Rocky Mountain National Park. It's a 5-hour tour, but yeah, I'm still prepared for the cold. Main difference is, you know, underneath I had spares for everything, so obviously I'm not gonna wear the same thing twice in a row. But same jacket, same jumper, etc. This base layer is pure merino wool. Yesterday's one wasn't, but yesterday's one had like a neck warmer as well. But yeah, this is pure merino wool. I'm obsessed with merino wool. Merino wool is incredible. It is one of the best bits of clothing for cold weather you can ask for. Merino wool is legendary. Anyway, it is 7:31. My pickup's at 8:15 from Union Station, so I need to get there ASAP. We're going to see the Red Rocks, which I heard is something you have to see if you come to this state. If you come to Denver, Colorado, you have to see the Red Rocks. So I'm very excited to see it. Rocky Mountain National Park and Red Rocks, those are two perfect days. We're going to see the amphitheater as well, the Red Rocks amphitheater, which is apparently it's incredible. Apparently you got to see a concert there. Apparently the way the sound bounces off everything over there is incredible. So if I come back to Denver, I gotta check if there's a concert on when I come back, because apparently it's something you have to experience. You have to experience it apparently. After the Red Rocks, we're going to mountains to see some mountains and a number of other things. I don't know if it's Rocky Mountain, but we're seeing some more sights after Red Rocks. But yeah, it's a 5-hour tour, 8:15, so we should be back past 1 in the afternoon. And then we got a flight tonight. We got a flight tonight out of Denver to the next state, which I'm very excited for. But the next vlog might not be in that state. Because the vlogs are so far behind, I might upload videos from the state after the next state first. There's a reason for that, and you'll find out. But the state after the next state is hugely important, so I might upload those first, and you might see the next state afterwards. So yeah, all will be explained, or either that, or you will get just one video from the next state, and then you get a video from the state after that, and then it'll be a video from the next state again. It all makes sense. Let's just say there's state A and state B. State A is next, state B is after. I'll either upload videos from state B first before A, even though I went to A first, or I'll upload one video from state A, one video from state B, and then the rest of state A, and then the rest of state B. Again, there's a reason for that. I would prefer to upload them in order, but there is a reason why I'm doing that. So I hope you understand. Okay, enough of me talking. I need to hurry up. Uber in 10 minutes. We're cutting it close, but we'll make it. We'll make it. By the way, this hat is a good conversation starter. People keep noticing it. I'm just like, yeah, I was there. It's just the perfect conversation starter. Whether it's the tour guide, someone else on the tour, whether it's the waitress at the Italian restaurant, it's just everywhere. It's just like, oh, did you go to Daytona? I'm just like, yes, I was at the race. And it's such an easy conversation starter. I just want to point that out. That's not why I'm wearing it though. I'm wearing it because it's the only beanie I've got that's related to the US. And I wanted to keep wearing it. It's nice and warm as well. It's cozy up there. Even in the Rocky Mountains. This part of my head felt warm. Not my face though. Definitely not my face. It's Sunday now. That means there is only 1 week left of my holiday, which is very sad. Very, very sad, but that's life. If I was rich, I'd travel longer, but I'm not rich. Again, that's life. Looking for a Toyota. Here it is. Just coming in now. And he's gonna take me to Union Station. Come on, mate. All right, it's 8 a.m. and I am here at the flagpole, as usual, right opposite Denver Union Station. And now we wait for some kind of tour guide to turn up. There's something unique about a nice Sunday morning. Nice quiet Sunday morning.
How's everybody's morning been? Good? Cold?
Yeah.
The lake. We're going to be about 2/3 the way up that mountain. So right about 45 minutes of Red Rocks for you to play around and enjoy. Got a Max California. It's called Mount McKinley. But it's only about 100 feet taller than any of ours. It's not that big. Don't mind about a sign, but mountain. I heard there are almost no trees on that mountain. Supply the water for trees to accidentally grow. Whenever you toss out a bale of hay, you might have a seed that hitchhiked its way to Colorado. In that the city's developed, then eventually fittest state in the U.S. Turns out hiking burns almost as many calories as running. So if you hike all the time, like just a lot of opportunities for that. So feel free to indulge yourself while you're here if you want. Not a whole lot you have to worry about while you're. A lot of them are even owned and operated. Going to be a Lakewood Park? Nope. 100 miles away from its city. Now take a look out there and enjoy that beautiful view. What do you think? Is that pretty? Mildly? The two giant pointy rocks, you can see the metal in between them at the bottom of the hill, and then the bleachers that were in between them going up the hill. So the actual amphitheater itself is in between the two giant pointy rocks, okay? So one's called Creation Rock, that's the tallest pointy one, and the only slightly smaller, but from this angle looks considerably smaller one to its left, is called Ship Rock, because it looks like a ship sinking. So I'm going to take you all the way to the top, because Red Rocks has an absurd amount of stairs. The north staircase, which will be on up here at the top of the amphitheater, has 382 stairs. It's pretty exhausting. So I don't know if you feel like getting some steps in today. If you want to, then have at it. If you don't, then no one will blame you. No one likes those stairs except for the rather rare workout enthusiasts that you will definitely see working out today. If you feel inspired to join them, go for it. I'm sure they want company. You'll see people running all the bleachers. If you run every bleacher, it's like 3 miles. Run them all the way down and all the way back up. 382 stairs to get all the way to the street on the left staircase. If you go just to the to the stage, it's 192 stairs still. So it's a lot. But feel free to go down as far as you want. Just remember, you got to come all the way back up. We're going to take you all the way back up here at the top. Concrete ramp right here in front of us that goes down towards that red brick building in front of us. So the red brick circular building in front of us is an entrance to a museum.
Apparently if you go all the way down to the stage and you put your back against the wall at the stage and you talk, it will echo to everybody. I heard concerts sound amazing here, so yeah, even talking probably sounds pretty crazy. The Beatles performed here before they were big, and their performance here was part of the reason why they became big in the US specifically, not in general, but the US. I think it's, what did he say? Blue Sky Mountain, Longs Peak and Pikes Peak. 3 mountains here that are over 14k. Obviously they're not here, but we talked about the mountains as he came here. Look at all these lights. Wow, it's like it's Christmas. It would be cool seeing a concert here. It's a nice outdoor venue, you know? Now that's a view. I see what he meant when he said there's a lot of steps. We have 45 minutes here. Technically 49, because he said 8:41, and he said 9:30. There's enough time to go down there, which I will. But no doubt I'll be knackered on the way back up. It's a great view of the city though, my days. It's incredible. How good is that? That could be the thumbnail. I think it qualifies. That's good. Way down we go. This is the easy part. I think back road would be perfect here, you know. Absolutely perfect. I wonder if it's expensive to sit here, considering how much little effort it is to go back up. I'm on row 66. That is 67. I would assume that's 68. No, that's 68. That's 69. Oh, that's how many rows there are? Huh. Apparently a lot of big artists skip this venue now because it's too small. That's a shame. I think what's impressive is they didn't do anything to the Red Rocks to build this. They kind of built it within and around the Red Rocks, which is kind of brilliant. They destroyed nothing to make this. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, there's another way through there. That's interesting. So yeah, you just literally come down these steps and you find your row. It's just like that. There's even Red Rocks bins. Pretty cool. Not the worst view either, is it? It's not the worst view. I want to go and sit like in the middle. This is kind of middle-ish. I feel like it's just middle enough. I just want to see what the view is like from like the center. Seat number 83, I guess. 84. Let's try 84. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, it is very nice. I can see what the tour guide meant yesterday by you got to see a tour, you got to see a concert here. The view is incredible. Apparently, but he mentioned it because actually he didn't mention it because of that. He mentioned it because of the audio, the sound. The sound apparently bounces off incredibly well at this amphitheater. Shame there's no concert going on, eh? Tour guide today said there's a lot of runners around. They run across the amphitheater as well, apparently. Normally front row is like the best ticket, right? For audio, definitely, but like, if you're relatively high up, you get that great view and you get the concert. So even if the concert is something you don't like, you're gonna get good audio and you get to look at this incredible view. I feel like you're less likely to get disappointed watching a concert here, whether it's good or not. Okay, got food areas like down here as well, so you haven't got to like go all the way up. Sorry, how did people get down there then? I should have stayed on the side I was at. That's probably where they can get it from. This guy's doing press-ups. Bro, what? How did they get down there? I'm so confused. It's got to be through there, like, because you can't go through here. So like, there's got to be, because I can't go through that way. So, but they're still down there. So how do they get there? Bro, they just left that way, and they're leaving that way. Bro, I'm so confused. They must have come around the outside. Where'd they come around? Flip the neck. I'm stalking people now. They went underneath the rope. Flip's sake. So just followed my thoughts. Yeah, that was a bit of a jump. Stepping up might be a bit of an issue for me, but we're in. So, in my defense, I've seen 4 people do it, so No, if I get done for committing a crime, it's my bad. Look at that for a view. I actually hate, you know, breaking rules. I get very nervous about it. So my heart's gonna start racing in about 2 minutes. So before then, I'll take some selfies and a quick video. A quick video being a selfie video. Also could be the thumbnail. Nice. Right, selfie round, quick. All right, let's get away from here before some sort of worker catches me. Let's take there's a bit of a step. I couldn't do the step, so I had to use my knees. They're not dirty, although my phone did hit the gravel, but I think the lens is fine. All right, now we're not a criminal, no one saw us. Fair enough. Now I came up these stairs. It's apparently a way to the upper north car park. I don't know if that's the same car park that we were dropped off at. But I'm gonna go back up the same way, just in case. It should be the same car park, I'm pretty sure there's just one car park. What a beautiful view. Incredible. So I've got 24 minutes, I'll be all right. Who's playing Coldplay? Not complaining, I like Coldplay. I thought these were the speakers, but they are. Who left that there? Sorry. So many runners there, jeez. There's a phone there too. One of the runners said good morning to me. What a view. Perfection. That is what I've done. So many runners down here, and they're coming up and down these stairs. It's like they're all training for something at the same time. Maybe they're just one big group. One of them ran past me and said good morning. I'm just like, oh, hello. The runners can talk. That's great. Good morning to you too, sir. At the top row again. Did I notice that neighborhood earlier? I noticed it now. Oh, that is it. That is the Red Rocks. It's beautiful. There's a lake over there. Wonder what that... Might just be a reserve, to be fair. Well, that was fun. Thank you, Red Rocks. Oh, nice view upstairs too. There's a museum. I might skip it, but there is a shop in there. It's a nice little place here. Hopefully there's a lift in this place. Not even noticed the eating area there. My word. Speaking of dinosaurs, there's a dinosaur place opposite this place. Unfortunately, it's not a part of the tour. It was recommended to me by a waitress yesterday at the Italian restaurant. But yeah, there's some dinosaur history here. They used to live here a long time ago. They found fossils outside the. I can't remember what it was called. I did a Denver City tour, and the tour guide mentioned it there. I think it was outside the campus or something. Yeah, there is a south lot. Okay. How cool is that? I've got 10 minutes and I kind of want to buy something, so please look at a couple things. I tend to read these when I get back, by the way. It's an easier way to view museums because with tours, they only have like a certain amount of time. You can feel free to pause. You know, that's too much to read. That's an entire history of everything. What on earth is that? Red Rocks Hall of Fame. Be quick about this. Wow, guys. guys. It is amazing. Wow, so cool. There's an owl. Wow. Wow. Hall of Fame inductees. Okay, we got at least, you know, there's the Beatles. There they are. All these people performed there. A few artists. Oh, U2 as well. They play there. That's cool. I need to watch some of these concerts, to be honest. Sting. Oh, damn. Good thing I rushed through here. I hope this thing goes round. Oh, there's elevators there. Okay, that's good. Oh, that's it. Wow. Good to know. That's nice, that's nice. Oh, mountain lion. Don't want to come across one of those. Nice. Definitely not one of those. Okay. Elevator. Where is it? Right. Fantastic. Let me go out the way I came. My room, the rock room. Oh, I see. It's just a dining area. I thought there was a room of rock for some reason. That's right by the entrance. Yeah, I haven't got enough time to get one of this in. Rushing through a museum like none. Never rushed through this fast. Oh, there's an elevator right by the shop. Okay, that makes sense. So that's what it looks like when there's a full sellout concert. How cool is that? Oh my word. Yeah, a concert here would be incredible. Tour guide was cooking with that recommendation. Bloomin' heck. Now that's big. Only got 4 minutes, but that's what they charge at this restaurant that we saw downstairs. Ah, there's no schedule here. It's unfortunate. 3 minutes to go. That's a cool place. Oh, there's my group. There's still 2 outside the museum, to be fair, so I guess I'm early.
Big parking lots there, so people park there, and then there's a shuttle that takes you there that we'll see on the way back on the tour. And so they'll park down there and then hike up, or they'll hike from their car or something like that.
Lots of hiking.
And then other people, believe it or not, will actually ride the train, the W line that goes from Union Station to Golden. They get off at Golden's Capitol building, which is like this weird tan building with a glass dome. You'll probably see that on the way back too. And like they get off there, and then it's a 2.5-hour hike across the mountains. Red Rocks.
There's parking for 3.
Yeah, there's parking. Yeah, there's parking for about 2,000 or 3,000 people, depending on how many people carpool. If everybody carpooled, you could probably squish in half the amphitheater into the parking lot. Everybody else gets here by Uber or Lyft. If you really want to pay that money, or hiking or bicycling. There's also like a very small bus service from Denver. When I say small, the bus is normal size, like a coach bus that holds like 50 people. But they only do, it takes a half hour each way, and they have two buses, right? So that's only like 12 opportunities for you to get on. So that only helps 600 people out of 10,000, right? So like it's just not that effective. But they try. They actually were doing like those smaller 30-person buses for years. And they just a couple years ago upgraded to the 50-person buses. So it used to be even less people helped by that. And it costs like $45 too. But at least that's around.
I feel like it just adds to the experience.
way to do it is to get here by like 3 o'clock on a parking spot, go on a little hike, join the tailgate party, bring like a case of beer, everybody will be your friends. So. Have a whole lot there. About the same size as the good shop that you saw in the museum or something. Think about turning it into a nature, like a. Did you see it when it hits the sunlight on those black feathers and it like shimmers like a sapphire or an emerald?
Yeah.
It's weird that they're scavengers. Why is a bird that's so pretty eat trash?
I didn't know that. I just thought,
South Dakota's cool too.
oh,
We're allowed to come through here, right? You are.
no.
Scott left here last night, I guess. So we're trying to figure it out. Interesting. Well, appreciate you. Have a good day.
I mean, if it was in the middle, like,
Yeah, that's weird.
at least go over to the side a little bit.
That's the first time I've ever seen that.
My murder mystery
it's all
document.
Like this, hopefully they're not gonna stop walking. Stop.
Oh. There's one with
There,
four.
dude. You see one with that?
Oh, no, it was just Polly.
Let me take a picture.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
They
sorry.
What's up? Oh, look at
They
the
have
young,
really
the young one right here coming out.
don't
Its
remember
ears bigger than its head. Look at it listening to us. Hi, we're talking about how pretty you are. It definitely can. Big radar dishes on its head. Very cool. So these are called mule deer. Mule deer. They're not white-tailed deer, even though they have white tails.
That's what
Yeah,
first threw me.
it is weird, right? I feel like white-tailed deer, when you see like an actual white-tailed deer and it's not freaked out, it's got a brown rear end. And you're like, that's a white-tailed, where's the rear end?
They lift their tail.
Yep, they gotta lift it so you can do the white thing.
More. Oh my god.
Whoa!
Last summer, there was mountain lions sleeping on the bleachers. Mountain lion was like, oh my gosh, a human! And then it ran away. And if they do anything, they eat lunch down here at the delicious restaurants. All right. When the pioneers started using it, it was in all. Usually we're not involved with the moving of the Native Americans. Whoa! Oh, cool! Popular in the 1800s. Your entire neighborhood, if you lived out in the little towns that are now big cities, the band, and then they sing. They can hear it throughout the whole amphitheater. Sometimes people did. And he asked about those deer we saw, and he asked about bears and mountain lions, and we actually thought were extinct, and then found some at the top of one of the mountains, and then started exploring. Commonly called those buffalo, but they're not buffalo. Up on the back of their head and neck like a horse. That's a little too high in elevation for bison, but they can go everywhere else. Everything in the process. Dollars in it to get like, you know, trails built and a train built in Depression. And a little bit after, right after the Great Depression, to rebuild the amphitheater. So instead of just grass and a flat, natural area down at the bottom of a hill, as the #1 outdoor amphitheater in the world. That's how Red Rock like ripple as the leg moves, like all the way, like some of the really big males can hit over 6 feet tall. Similar in weight to a bison, they weigh sometimes as much as about a ton. So that's to look over the top of this van without stretching. That's pretty good. That is the tallest wild animal in North America. Most of the moose in Colorado don't get that big, but I have seen a 9-foot tall moose before. So. For distance from wildlife, if we happen to see any of those animals today on the tour, just take pictures, but from a distance. Don't try to hug them or ride them. No wild animal likes to be ridden once they've knocked you down. Okay? They really don't mess around. So if you see a moose, make sure you're keeping your distance. It's very difficult. So if you hear that, if you see that, run for your life. Not in a straight line because they can run faster. So run in zigzags from one object you can hide behind to the next. If you're hiding behind a big thick tree or a big boulder, you're going to wait until the moose slows down and then turns. It knows you're behind that object. It's going to turn and try to get you still. So when it does, it slows down, you sprint to the next shield somewhere further away. You just keep doing that until the moose doesn't care about you anymore. Which could be 5 minutes. It has been a half an hour in some horror stories. So, not to do when I'm with you guys, right? Yeah. Pass on the terrible lessons learned. Moose are normally very chill animals. You really do have to get in their territory within about 50 feet of them in order to make them angry. So, otherwise, they're very chill, very relaxed animals. So you can take pictures of them all day as long as you're not too close to them. We talked about so far today. Even bears. Bears are a weird one because they're supposed to hibernate in the wintertime, but that's kind of a stretch of the truth to dumb it down for elementary school kids. They actually don't do full hibernation, true hibernation as it's called, and then they usually have about 3 months to stuff their faces and double their body weight. That's the way it's going to work. Because you don't eat anything for 9 months. Like you're subsisting off of body fat. You're going to whittle away. Waste away to nothing. Sweet view if you're looking out right now in the middle of nowhere. What do you think? Those people see a moose almost every day. So, especially if you weigh 300 to 400 pounds like a normal adult black bear does. 450 mountain lions. Most of them are in Florida, called the Florida Panther. But very, very, very small number of mountain lions on the east side of it. So they didn't double their body weight, then their stomach starts growling louder than they can snore and wakes them up. And then they wander out in the middle of the winter and go raid your trash can or find a dead deer carcass and steal it from a mountain lion or whatever. Make their stomach shut up, and then they go back to sleep for another couple months. Process again. So they will wake up in the wintertime. Usually the ice at this time of
Echo Lake. Obviously it would look a bit different in the summer. Now this is a view and a half. I came for the red rocks. I didn't know this beauty existed too. Is it better than yesterday's lakes? Does it have to be? Does it have to be? It's still beautiful. It does remind me of yesterday's view, to be fair. Just a bit more green. So not as high up as we were yesterday. There is a pathway that we can do. Doesn't go all the way around, but there's one, it goes like over there into the woods. Once it starts going in there, you turn back and come back here. We've got half an hour here. There's a possibility of seeing moose, black bears and mountain lions, but very unlikely because they tend to avoid you, especially the predators. The moose is something you don't get within 50p of because it will chase you. I guess pets are allowed at this lake. Not Chicago, Chicago, I assume. They say don't get them 50 feet of a moose, right? If there's one right there, how would I know? Like, I know they're huge. They can be like 10 foot tall, but still, like, one could easily like be behind a tree. I'm just saying. Ah, it's the sun. Nice to see you out, mate. The tour guide had cleats available for grip. I declined, but it seems like it's not that slippery. It's enough grip in the snow. Well, we can't find the wildlife, but we can find some dogs. I've seen at least 4 now. That looks like a shark fin, but even though it's not, it's fun. It's nice. I don't know if this dog wanted to play with me or attack me. The one that jumped seemed happy. Right, this is as far as I'm going. You know, there's a pathway through there, but this is as far as I'll go. That's pretty cool. It's fun. Nice and peaceful here. There's hardly anyone here. I'm stepping in that on purpose, by the way. How cool is that? Camping on there is crazy, man. I don't know how people do it. I know it's frozen over, but maybe I've seen too many movies. Again, like I said yesterday, I gotta come back to these places when it's summer. I feel like it would be incredible, like as incredible as it is. In the summer, where there's like a blue lake, it would look incredible. It really would. Never noticed that pathway, but I guess that's because I came this way. Still surprised I never noticed it. Does any wildlife come out? Nope. Would love to see a moose, because it's so big. I just want to be curious to see them in person. I don't think I've seen a moose, unless I saw one in Yellowstone, but I don't think I did. Would love to see a moose. But it's not to be, unfortunately. It is what it is. I think at one more stop called Evergreen. I don't know what Evergreen is, but we'll find out.
You want a picture here before?
Yeah, sure. Not a bad view from here. There's thin ice right there. Wonder what amount of wildlife to be in there. Hibernating snakes, bears. Be quite a lot. Well, goodbye Echo Lake. 3 beautiful lakes we've seen. By the way, the Red Rocks Amphitheatre holds 10,000 people, which is pretty mad. Car parking is a bit chaos apparently, but yeah, some people hike there, some people bicycle there. But you got to get there like hours early if you want to get a parking spot. There is a parking area like outside as well, like far down, and you get a shuttle to the concert. But it's still not enough. There's a gold mill went past. I think it was called Argo. It is the world's largest gold mill, but it's no longer active. So it's not the world's largest active gold mill, but in terms of like every gold mill, including the decommissioned ones, it is the largest in the world. So that's a fun fact for you. We saw it on the way here. It's only 3 minutes till meeting time. I just wanted to chill for a bit. I did not have enough sleep last night, so I just need to relax. Beautiful lake though.
Now that mountain out there, way at the top, the ridge line all the way in the back there. Highest point that you can see on that far back ridge line is the summit of that 14,000 foot peak that I call Mount Blue Sky. So the mountainside above the trees, you see the horizontal line above the trees on Mount Goliath out the right? That's a road. Yeah. That's actually the highest paved road in the entire continent. So this road up here starts right down here on the other side of Echo Lake Lodge, okay, and goes all the way to the top of Mount Blue Sky back there in the back. You can drive to the top in the summertime. Echo Lake Lodge was the construction workers' dormitory when they started building that road in 1923. So 1923, it's a little rock field, so you have to be careful where you step, but it's the view from the top of 14,000 foot peak is incredible. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, let's take a look at that view. What do you think? Is that view nice? This isn't the spot where we're going to get out. This isn't the top of the pass. But we can begin right there. Where are we going next? We'll work our way down. Beautiful views. So many beautiful views and so many. There's also another lake about halfway between Echo Lake and the top of Mount Blue Sky called Summit Lake. It's about 13,000 feet. That's another glacial lake. That's another Denver Mountain Park too. Denver owns a lot of parks. A lot of weird mountain spots that are super beautiful. Lucky that Denver decided to buy them and preserve them. A lot of the younger generation in Colorado chose to live in vans out in the mountains. Four-wheel out on four-wheel drive roads and into the national forest where you can camp anywhere for 2 weeks at a time. And then you have to move 5 miles. And then you camp for another 2 weeks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hazards on and go really slow. You guys can see pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Now, if you're looking, can you see them better now? All right, so those two twin peaks towards the back of the van back there, those are also 14,000 foot peaks. Gray's Peak and Torrey's Peak. Gray's Peak and Torrey's Peak back there. So from Gray's Peak, which is the one of the twins on the left, all the way up to Long's Peak is the easternmost section of the Continental Divide. So what's the Continental Divide? Oh, anybody know? Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up. Just kidding. So the Continental Divide is an unbroken ridge line that runs all the way from the Bering Strait. Where's that? Alaska. All the way from Alaska, a little tiny strip of water between Alaska and Russia is called the Bering Strait. So that's where the Continental Divide starts. And then it squiggles down through Alaska, Canada, a little bit of Idaho and Montana and Wyoming, all the way down through Colorado and then hooks back, kind of going southwest through the southwestern U.S., down through Mexico, all the way down through Central America, and even all the way back up into the Andes to Cape Horn, which is the southern tip of South America. Goes all the way down. One ridge line to rule them all. Atlantic, the Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America, right? So that still all goes to the same. Do whatever we can do at this point. Just take whatever we can get. And that might save the ski industry in Colorado. Do that too, but BYOE, bring your own everything. So you got to bring your goggles and your hat and all your ski gear and all your skis and your lunch and your dinner and your breakfast and any hot chocolate in a thermos that you might want to drink to warm up later and everything. Aspen, Snowmass, Carbondale, all those huge ski, really day use only and usually locals only. Ski resorts are for folks who need a place to stay. It's going to save you all a lot of money. Just drive out to the ski resorts and you stay like a week. Yeah, there's some van life. You're looking down there and you see those cute homes down there? The green part of the trees are usually the leaves or needles because it's filled with chlorophyll and it makes food, right? So if you have green bark, aspen trees kind of fit in a sweet spot. Had 30 feet, roughly about 10 meters between each tree. So you're driving along and you're looking around at the trees. You notice how much space is between the trees. Spots where they've made these brush piles, it's a lot more open now, right? It's like a landscaper of nature. That's an important role in nature. Take away, light the grass on fire. The grass and bushes would be, now we gotta fix it. So in those bonfires, those piles back there, burn piles, those are sick and dead, still standing. His name was Willie. Still alive. He's like 93. Anybody know a famous musician named Willie? 6 of them got turned into an indoor recording studio, so it's a big one. As a result, the population of Evergreen kind of exploded in the 1970s with a bunch of Willie Nelson lovers who moved to Evergreen to be close to Willie. And he would get bored and write lyrics for the people here in Evergreen, try out new music on them, stuff like that. So if you were a Willie Nelson fan and you heard that you could wander down to a cool old Wild West, it's known as the largest outdoor Zamboni polished ice skating rink in the world. So there are certain times of year when they polish the lake, let ice skaters go out and play on it. Nowadays, it's not really the whole lake that gets...
Evergreen is a town. Willie Nelson was a famous resident. A lot of people moved there because of Willie Nelson. We're here for half an hour. We can walk to the dam, which is like 6 minutes, 15-minute round trip. But yeah, nice little town here. Walk towards the dam then. Is that the Dutch flag? Don't know if it is or not. It seems like it is. What the Dutch flag the year? Oh, that couple over there. The tour guide told us, right, the stoplights over there, they're timed every 20 minutes to be green for walking. Like it's really bad. So they created an underpass to bypass it. And the couple still went that way. Like if they want to risk that, then fair enough, mate. I ain't taking that risk, buddy. A nice walk to the dam. So this bit of shade because the sun is starting to shine properly. How beautiful is that, eh? Pretty good. Pretty impressive. I've been spoiled, to be honest. I've seen so many great places in the US, in Australia, in Africa. I look at this and think, yeah, that's pretty good. But it's incredible. Yep, there you go. This is a good tour. I don't think there's any more stops. I think this is a good tour. It's a really good tour. I'd say like 12:15 in the afternoon. Yeah, quite an easy, quite a nice day. To be fair, it gets even better. Look at this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's crazy how the you got water rolling down, water's flowing, it's coming down, and yet at the top of the dam, yeah, there's water there, but especially ice and frozen over. There's people literally standing on it having some sort of picnic or camping. I don't even know what they're doing. Like, it's just incredible, and it's still a dam. It's still a mini waterfall. But you get all this scenery here. Again, I would love to see the contrast between this and what it looks like in summer. Yes, I know I can see photos and videos online for sure, and I'll definitely look at those. But I want to see it in person as well. So, oh, there's some crisps over there. I know you call it chips in America. We call it crisps. We call chips what you call fries. And back down we go. And that's a bit insulting. I'm not that short. Ridiculous. Nice scenic walk back to the van. It's really not a long walk at all, to be honest. Now this is a nice place to sit. That's cool.
There's also like a golf course back that way and a golf course back that way.
Okay.
So, back in the day, I would not be telling you cool weird facts. Instead, I would be probably gruff, keeping to myself, armed to the teeth. Who built that? Ooh, I want them to build my house. And you would wander around, talk to the people in the town, find out who built the house, and approach those. Maybe they didn't have a family yet. Maybe the other family was willing to pack up with them. They moved west with those wealthier travelers, wealthier class. So those are the two types of permanent structures that would have been in Colorado in the 1860s. All the way in the southwest corner. It's a bit of a drive. It's a beautiful drive. Oh, that's long. There's 3 mountain passes between us and them. This pass, and then Red Mountain Pass, that one's a fun one. Red Mountain Pass has these. So it's actually so dangerous that in the wintertime, remember I told you to drive in the summer, summer monument, and then walk over to the post. Get your picture taken at the post. Bears here. Wait, aren't there bears in a lot of places in Colorado? Yeah, like everywhere. There's even been a bear make it all the way to the airport. Running around on the runway for like 8 hours. It delayed like 2,000 flights. Down to those flyers. So, bears are everywhere in Colorado. About 20,000 black bears. The state of Colorado is gold. So he made up this crazy story. That's like one possible reason why they could have named it Bear Creek Canyon in the end. But it's a turns out there were grizzly bears here back. Public outcry about that from the town of Morrison and the other nearby towns. All the drivers have gotten tickets. Evidently caused the town of Morrison. Pretty crazy. Patio there. Supposed to do a concert right on the other side of this ridge line. You can hear every single concert performance. Just like your bags are being like transferred automatically, so you don't have to do anything with it. But potentially in the 70s they found so many dinosaur fossils there. The paleontologists actually got bored taking them up and left thousands of them. Right? So imagine you're like the paleontologists from Jurassic Park, Ellie and Alan Gray, right? You're like doing that whole paintbrush thing, so it's on right here, and then you're like, oh man, I already got like 50 of them. Then you yell to your like understudies, and you're like, hey, bring me a red number, we're gonna leave this one. So they did. 18,000 dinosaur fossils in one ridge. Cool. A bunch of dinosaur tracks all over that mountainside as well. Walk around, see all the tracks, touch the bone, run mountains, hike, climb, play outside. Build on that, but please don't call it that. Called in power, but originally it was built by the taxpayers. Your name gets plastered all over everything, all over the news, all over the advertisement. Make sure you go towards the front of the van.
And the tour is over. It's past 1 o'clock, 1:20 or something. Found some more fun facts from the tour guide. I was falling asleep for half of it, so I didn't get as much as I wanted to. But there was something about the origins of America the Beautiful. Originated in the mountains here, I believe. I forgot the story that I was falling asleep halfway through it. Southwest America, a lot of its water comes from Colorado. So Southern California, Vegas, even Western Texas, they get their water supply from Colorado, which is quite interesting. How that works exactly, you can look it up. I wasn't listening that far. It's because I was on the ride home. I was starting to fall asleep. I almost dropped my phone like 4 times. We drove past a small town called Morrison a couple times. The clip would have been like just before Dinosaur Ridge, which I just like literally a few clips ago. Over there's a police. It was a small town, but it had a police department, and they got so bored they started sitting by a 25 speed limit sign with no warnings. And they started giving out tickets because they were bored. Ended up giving 10,000 tickets in a month, and they got shut down basically. There's no longer a police station there because they did that. So that's kind of crazy. Second oldest motor race, or just vehicle race in general in the world. The second oldest vehicle race in the US is here. It's a race to Pikes Peak, one of the 40,000 feet high mountains. So that's another fact for you. I videoed some blue houses that were near the Red Rocks. Went back to the Red Rocks area. Those blue houses you can hear the concerts from. Like the noise bounces off that well. You can hear the concerts from houses across the street. And also Dinosaur Ridge. This is where the Stegosaurus was discovered, I believe. There's a lot of dinosaur fossils, bones there. You could even touch them. There's dinosaur footprints and tracks. So there's all that sort of stuff. I looked at it on Google on the way back. I'm just like, oh, that's really cool. Didn't get to go there, unfortunately, but it was cool to at least see it from a distance. Even though I didn't know what I was filming, but when I was talking about it, I'm just like, oh, Dinosaur Ridge. I heard about it for the first time when the waitress at the Italian restaurant yesterday recommended it to me. She said, it's right across the road from Red Rocks. I'm just like, oh, that's interesting. Unfortunately, not part of the tour, but still cool to learn about. It's pretty cool. A lot of dinosaurs from Denver. That's crazy. It's crazy. My tour guide's name was Will. He was great. He was a really cool guy. It was really fun. I didn't film it, but when we were at the lake, right, he was just proving to some of the people that it's okay to walk on there. So he ran onto the lake and jumped about 5 times. And he's like, oh, it's okay, guys. And he was okay. I still don't want to step on it. But the fact that he ran on there and jumped on it 5 times was so funny. Oh, of course, the Hotel Valet is there. Where's the musician? Somewhere down there. Yeah, it's 1:29 now. So I'm going to find a bite to eat, probably. Unless it's like something really nice. I'm not going to put it in the vlog. Then I get back to the hotel. Hope you enjoyed this. This is my last day in Denver. I want to come back at some point at summertime. I could spend another week here, honestly. Like even Blue Sky Mountain, you can drive up there, but it's only in the summer. There are tours that do it. So there's plenty of reasons to come back. And there's other places other areas of Colorado that you can visit from Denver. So there's reason to come back one day, but it might be over 10 years, honestly. But I hope you enjoyed this. The state I'm going to next is going to be quite fun, I reckon. Quite fun. But I don't know if you see that video. We see those videos next. Because as I mentioned already, the state I visit after the next state, I might upload those vlogs first. And again, if that happens, you will see why. But yeah, I had a good time here. I enjoyed it. It's been good. The US in general has been a great holiday, full of amazing memories. I've done some of the most American things ever, and we've still got a little bit of adventure left. There's a couple places I'm very excited to visit, so hope you're along for a ride, and there will be hopefully 2 more food reviews. There's a couple fast food joints that I want to try before I go back to the UK, because I'm going to visit the US again for a while. Although one of them, I believe, does have a branch in the UK in London, I believe, but I still want to try in America. But you find out what they are at some point. Could even be in the next video, one of them, but we'll find out. But in the next 2 states, one of them is not in this state, but it's in the other 2 states. The other one is in pretty much every state, so I'll leave you guessing in terms of that. But yeah, it's a nice day. I might take a bit of a walk, and I'm gonna head back to the hotel. My first time inside where the platforms are. I'm not paid for a ticket, so it feels illegal going here, but it's like in the middle of the road in a way. There's a train. Whee. Oh, he was there. Also, there's the van I was in a couple days ago. Snooze. An AM eatery. An AM eatery. That makes sense. Breakfast and brunch. Wow. That looks rich. Oh, they close at 3. It's a little too busy in there. It is Sunday, to be fair. Hey, it's a Camaro. Yeah. There is a grocery store that side of the train station. Good place to stock up on some water. You can go to all sorts of places in America from here. Pretty sure this station actually kind of saved Denver. It was like a huge thing for Denver because they didn't really build train tracks going through here because it was like you had to come through the mountains. But then when they built tracks somewhere else, like 100 miles away, then they built this railway to connect it to that. Something like that. Something one of the tour guides said. I can't remember which one. It wasn't today's tour guide. But this railway was huge for the growth of Denver, this whole station, and yeah, now it is what it is today, which is a very nice city, I gotta say. Nice street name. Whole Foods. There's probably gonna be some nice food in there, to be fair. I'm traveling tonight, so I'll probably be able to eat something hot at the airport anyway. But I'd imagine they have something hot as well. That's my food spot for today, guys. It's not much. Honestly, my mindset is I've edited just over half of yesterday's vlog. So it's like the footage total was like 2 hours 6 minutes. I edited like 1 hour 6 minutes. It's gonna be shorter than that, obviously, because like I always cut things out. Like the vlog's actually, surprisingly, believe it or not, it's always shorter than what I've recorded. I always cut things off. So I need to finish editing that and then edit this. I don't know how long it's gonna be until I transfer it to my computer and check it on my editing software. Like until I gotta transfer it to my computer, to my laptop, and on my laptop I transfer the files to the editing software, and then the editing software tells me how long the video is. And I'm just like, what? You should have seen the look at my face when I saw the arrival to Denver vlog was like an hour and a half long. I'm just like, it's like 1 hour 39 in total, and I cut it down. I was just like, it was that long? I did one little tour, went to the zoo, had some ice cream, and it was that long? Where does the time go? But yeah, the point is, I want to get that yesterday's vlog and this vlog finished before I fly out the next day. So I don't want to have anything too heavy, you know? I want to try to get to the hotel by 2 o'clock, hopefully. Oh, these look tasty. I shall refrain from getting any of them. But some of these things are very tempting. Love is just called chocolate croissant here. We call it pain au chocolat back in Europe, France, England, etc. Chocolate croissant here. Yeah, 2 of these. That'll do nicely. Got my shopping, just waters, and there is a place here, right? Bird quarter, whatever it's called. So let's see what they've got. I think they've got tenders and nuggets. They've also got this stuff, so that's not bad. But maybe I just want them. Or maybe I want nuggets. I had tenders yesterday at the zoo. 2 days ago at the zoo. Maybe just 1 nuggets. 10 nuggets. Sounds good. Bird cool sauce. Okay, there's some good options here. Herb mayo. Can you choose more than that? Yes? Apparently yes. Let's try bird cool sauce then. Oh no, you can't. Okay. Okay, so you get 2. Yeah, I'm just doing it in what I'm familiar with. There you go. Oh, they got sliders too. They got wraps. Do I get some tenders too? I don't know. Can get 3. Nah, it's fine. I'm just sticking to 10 nuggets. Even though I've literally not eaten. I ate like a lemon tart at the Evergreen town. Maybe I'll get. I don't even like tater tots. There you go. Take tater tots. There you go. That will do. No. Could be worse, I guess. Because I'm holding a bag, so here. There you go. Oh my god, look. Even as a timer, bro. So is that exactly what it was? It's estimated. But still, that's very interesting. Soon. Oh boy. At the bar. Well, some already, at least. Day 5. Yeah. Something small is coming. That's fun. There's the day 2. They call my name anyway. But yeah, there it is. Alright. Here's me lunch. And my breakfast, technically. There you go. Very good. Yeah, food was alright. Wasn't really worth it. But it's food. now we wait for our Uber. Back at the hotel. End of the vlog. Flying tonight. See you soon. This is your boy Davidoff. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.